Welcome back to another episode of Embarrassed by Night, the podcast celebrating Vietnamese-American culture and beyond. This is Andy Van.
This
I'm
is
Fred
Fred
Lay. Ooh, nice. We said that exact same time.
That was pretty good. Yeah, we're getting really good at this. Despite it being maybe 4 weeks since the last time we spoke.
It's been a while. It's been so long. We've been pretty busy. Lots of stuff to catch up about. But I hope you enjoyed our hangout with Sean Porter, which was by miles our most wild episode.
So fun. We had to cut so much out of it.
Yeah.
One day we'll release the tapes.
No, I already deleted it all from my.
I 100%. But yeah, Sean's episode was amazing. Thank you guys, everyone who listened. And also thank you those who didn't listen, because I'm sure there are going to be new viewers after this episode. We've made so many changes. We've learned so much. We've grown so much.
What has happened since we hung out with Sean a month ago?
Oh my God, so much. A million things have happened. We got rid of the microphone.
We got rid of the microphone.
Yeah.
That thing was big. That was a real big
And you know
microphone.
what? It was never plugged in.
Yeah.
Not a single time was it plugged in. We used it for decoration. And we realized that it was only getting in our way.
Yeah, it looked really weird on there. And you guys should have told us, by the way.
I don't think they care.
No, I'm curious to know, like, if anybody actually like watches this podcast as opposed to just keeping it on the background.
If you're watching, let us know. We will respond with a thank you.
Because, you know, if you're not actually watching, like, we don't have to be spending $400 every time to have our makeup person, Raphael, come in.
Yeah, Raphael is very expensive. He usually does makeup for strippers.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, first idea.
That was my second idea. First one was drag show, so I'm improving. That's improvement. First of all, I've never been taught improv this way. This is not even UCB. This is UCB through the dilution of your eyes. And then you teaching me what you think I need necessarily, and then we'll. So I think this is now the only, like, the school of Fred Lay of improv. This is what I'm going to learn. I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to do it.
If you're unfamiliar with improv, you don't need to get into it.
Apparently, according to Fred, so am I.
Well, let's see. It's weird because you and I have been hanging out here for the last like hour, just eating a pizza.
Yeah.
And we started to ask each other questions about like, oh, what have you been up to? And we go, oh no, we gotta save it for the thing.
First of all, I have not always subscribed to that idea of saving it, because I've always been okay and comfortable with repeating it, or maybe even like making it sound slightly better if I do have to repeat it to punch it up a little bit.
That I can't do that.
Yeah, you're authentic. You want the real deal.
Because if I try to like recreate a reaction or something, it always comes out worse.
A reaction. Yeah.
A re-reaction. A reenaction.
A reenaction.
Yeah.
That?
I learned that from doing the documentary.
Mm-hmm. I think for a documentary it makes complete sense. I think that makes sense. The genuine reaction. I think for a podcast, this is more of a show. We're not here to document. We're here to. This is the Andy Van School of podcasting. Yeah. So whatever.
What's my? So it's we're showmen.
Yeah, actually, so your instinct for improv, or what you've been taught for improv is not the first like idea. The third one, the same thing for podcasting. If we do the third time I tell a story,
it's gonna be better.
It's gonna be better. It's gonna be way better, dude. My timing will be better. My tags will be better.
Oh, you know what? There's a great improv exercise. It's called New Idea.
Got it. Yeah, I know that one.
You know that one?
Yeah.
I might play it with you just throughout this.
All right. New improv game.
Yeah. No, but like, you know, if we start talking and saying like, oh yeah, and then I went over to the kitchen, and then you say new idea, and I say, oh, and then I was going back to my car, new idea, and then I went to Six Flags Magic Mountain to get changed for $100 bill.
And then I don't say anything, you keep going, right?
No, we just, and then if you stop, then we just move on
with the scene. With the scene, yeah. That's a really fun one. It's hard to do with only two people, unless you want to do improv monologues and then your new idea.
Nah, then we'd just be an improv show, and we'll lose all 9 of our viewers.
By the way, you mentioned earlier that the last show was by far the most fun. What were the numbers like?
Single digits.
Our first show in single digits, and it was a two-parter. That's a hard.
We were like, oh, they're gonna want more of this. There's so much they're gonna be begging for it, and then like half of the viewers tuned back in.
Oh,
I think they also give you a statistic to see like how long each person lasted. I don't think anybody went through the whole shit.
Really? That's so fucking funny.
It goes off the rails though. We get fucked up.
Yeah. We drank too much.
Yeah, but that was our goal though. It's good to see Sean. Sean's right here.
Sean's good people, man. That was really fun.
It's not somebody that I want to tiptoe around.
You don't want to tiptoe around Sean?
That's somebody that I want to go right into it with.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, he doesn't beat around the bush. He's good. He's good right away.
But let's get into it. What have you been? What's Andy Van been up to that we haven't been able to talk about while we were eating pizza an hour ago?
I recently went and did my first out of town comedy festival. Yeah, cue fake laughter here. Yeah.
We have all this space. We should put a soundboard here.
A soundboard would be dope as fuck here.
Yeah,
actually, a soundboard would be really good.
My friend showed me his. It's really funny.
Yeah,
we'll get it.
We should put this stuff in the forefront too, just to show like we're not hiding.
We should have a plate of and Thai basil.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And lemon slices.
Yeah, that's the Vietnamese flag I recognize, right? Yeah. And the star flag, the three lions flag. No. A flag with the and basil, bro. That shit is fire.
No, I didn't mean the flag, like an actual thing.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying like that's a symbol of Vietnam that's true to me.
That's where the makeup budget should go.
But Raphael is so good.
He's so good. Yeah, he makes us look like we're wearing Instagram filters, which by the way is a setting on this camera that we should be using.
We have that?
Yeah.
Are we not pretty enough for that?
We have slimming. This camera has the slimming effect.
Wow.
And it has big eye filters.
Big eye filters. I think that's noticeable. Nobody's watching this. We should just do it.
Yeah, okay.
We should do it like
what? I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do it right now.
Right. Turn it on.
Welcome back to Embarrass My Night. Hopefully the filters worked. We don't really know what we're doing, but we made ourselves very slim, rosy cheeked and huge eyeballs.
Yeah, we look really good right now. I could use this camera for stand up. I think it really would be helpful for especially the rosy cheeks thing. So before then, this is a good transition to what you're doing.
No, welcome back from Tree Fort. How is that? How was your first festival? Boise, Idaho. How many Vietnamese people did you run into?
I ran into one for sure.
Really?
Yes.
Did you go to the pho restaurant in Boise?
I went to it was in Boise. I went to 2 pho restaurants in Boise.
They had 2?
Yeah. They have 3 or 4 maybe.
When I went, if you guys don't know, Tree Fort's a huge music festival in Boise, Idaho that has, of course, awesome bands. Lizzo's headlined it one year, I think 10 years ago. Run the Jewels headlined this year.
Margot Price. She's a country-ish singer, and I was like, damn, that's pretty cool.
But it's a great festival out in fucking Boise, Idaho. They have not only do they have music, but they have lots of craft breweries coming around. A film festival, storytelling, and comedy. They call it the South by Southwest of the West Coast.
The West Coast?
Yeah, West Coast, South by Southwest.
Idaho doesn't touch the coast. We're not West Coast.
It's West Side, South by.
I just came from the city. I love this city. I don't love the state. The state is kind of weird, but the city is amazing. Boise is.
Did you lean into your ethnic jokes when you're out there?
I didn't lean in. I don't try to lean in. But I think since I started doing comedy, ethnic jokes I had a lot of ideas already. So it's easy to write ideas and premises, right? Okay. So it made me question like how I write comedy.
Yeah. Congratulations though, first festival. That's a great first festival to have.
Yes. Tree Fort was my first comedy festival outside of LA. It was a fun time. I did a show, at least one show every day. A couple of nights I did a mic that was really fun and support. The mics were way better than most of the shows in LA. Everyone was nice the whole way. I got free drinks, a lot of drink tickets. I got more than, I actually couldn't finish them.
Oh shit, really?
I could not finish the drink tickets.
Dude.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, I'm glad that you had fun, man. I would love to come back and do their film festival.
Fort? They have Film Fort?
Film Fort, yeah.
Yeah, maybe Cinema Fort, I forgot.
Film Fort,
yeah. I signed on the app. I tried to sign up. I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I got fucked up and slept till 2 p.m. every day. Stayed in bed. I was like so hungover. Finally, just fucking had to eat. 4 p.m. now. Missed the continental breakfast. And then I'd walk over to the nearest pho restaurant.
Wow.
I did that twice in the 4 days I was there. Wow, that's actually really sad.
I mean, that's just irresponsible. But
Yeah. There was free food in the artist lounge, so I had one meal a day where I would eat pho or some other food, and the other meal is just whatever they were bringing out in trays, and the artists would swarm and eat. I was one of those little roaches.
Yeah, because tons of people are just passing through. They're on tour.
Yeah.
So they're just like taking the food wherever they can. So
Musicians and artists are just roaches.
These musicians are sleeping on floors as they're passing through.
Yeah. They are fucking. They love the craft, man. They love the art that they're doing, and I think that's the beauty of like the music festival is seeing all these people pursue their art or their craft. You know.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're arts and crafts. So, it's awesome. It's awesome. I met a record label owner.
Wow.
Yeah, and he was just talking. Yeah, I got a couple bands here. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, man. Like, I thought at first he was trying to like
sleep with you.
I assume everyone's trying to sleep with me. So, yes, I assume that.
You get really disappointed frequently with.
I would say this nearly 100%. It's the number is very close to 100%. Yeah, I'm disappointed. But he was a really cool guy. He turned out he knew of a guy who owned like a store, a music store out here, who also runs comedy shows. And some of my friends had been on that show.
Oh, was it Permanent Records?
Yeah. Fuck. Does everyone know about the show except for me?
That's where they do Hot Tub now.
Oh, okay. Well.
Anyways, this is a little glimpse into show business.
People the desperation.
Just hearing names and saying names and going like, oh, how do I get that?
Full ass conversations.
That's just all names.
Yeah, god damn it. That's a sketch probably. Just like, oh.
Yeah, that sounds like a Portlandia sketch.
You know Steve Stevenson? Yeah, he runs a record shop down on a San Jose version.
Yeah, he's
a San Jose version of name dropping.
Yeah, it used to be like used to be roommates with Annette Davis.
Oh yeah. Annette Davis. Is she the girl with the brown hair and the
New Choice?
Is she the trans person?
Ooh, definitely New Choice.
Is they? Wait, okay.
Same choice.
Is he the Lebanese fellow who was married and divorced? They own a restaurant now, right out in the Southwest, like Willow Glen.
Yeah, what kind of restaurant is it?
It's Lebanese, right? And
very.
Yeah, no, it's Lebanese. There's a shawarma. There's a baba ganoush. There's a garlic sauce that's killer.
Yeah, but yeah, totally. That's and seen it, and then one of us runs it across the way.
That was really fun.
Yeah, I bet as fun as it was to do,
that is
even better to see.
To see, they're watching, right? They're watching. Oh my god, that was terrible. Okay,
I think I know what our brand is.
Not funny.
No, just like laughing at each other.
Maybe.
I know what we do not well.
What?
Put on shows that have good service in Monterey Park.
Hey. I don't want to go here. All right? So
let's get into it. I think you guys would be interested to hear we got our first bad review for our show 66
It wasn't all
Laugh
bad.
Market. 66 Laugh Market is
it wasn't
the first
all
show.
bad.
It was a monthly show in San Gabriel Valley. We're bringing the laughs to 626.
That's right.
And it's been a blast. It's a lot of work. We're doing it at a sports bar in a hotel. And when you're starting something new like this, and you're also making compromises with the owners and the
100%.
Management,
yes.
And also having servers that like don't really have the experience.
Not
of
yet,
having,
but they're going to
maneuver around crowds of people who are.
Yeah.
Not everybody's gonna be happy, and definitely one lady was not happy.
She left a review.
She left a review, but it wasn't even a place that you're like supposed to leave a review. It wasn't even like Yelp or anything. She went on IG. Where there's a photo. Like she commented on an old flyer for the show.
Not
after the
even,
show had
not
happened.
even a Google review, right? Not even,
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
She said, I can paraphrase. I don't want to pick up my phone to do this, but beyond disappointed.
Yes. She said the comedy was cringe.
The comedy was cringe.
Except for who, Fred?
Well, let me finish the rest, and then I'll do the payoff at the end. The comedy was cringe. The service was terrible.
That's right.
That's right. Which is completely out of our hands.
Yeah.
And then, the comedy was cringe except for the last two comedians were funny. So that's good. At least she enjoyed you guys left a, by the way, Andy was the second to last comedian. Leslie Lau was the final comedian.
But Fred was quick to point out that technically, because he was hosting, he was the last comedian.
Yeah, I was the one who said goodnight, and I probably made a joke.
I think
so that makes me
that spoke to her.
Technically, the last comedian.
That spoke to her. I think she felt really strongly about that, and she had to leave a review.
Some fucking lady who has like 27,000 followers, but is on private, and has like one post. Like, what kind of person is that?
Yeah. If you're,
and then she just goes around talking shit about places that.
No, her IG bio. We shouldn't flame her too much. I'm gonna offer it here officially. Like, we'll give you 2 free comp tickets to our next show in May. Because I think when we release this, it's too late to get a ticket for April.
Well, and we're planning on having the April show be not that good. So.
Yeah, so we don't want her there. Really, it would be terrible. I'm hosting.
The May one's going to be better.
Yeah. I'm also serving, so the service is still going to be bad.
Yeah.
And I'm doing a lot of things.
I don't know if I want to do stand-up at this next show. I just want to do a bit.
You can 100% do that. If you want to do that, I think that would be a really, really...
Just inject some different energy?
Yeah, just go up and and then just like, and then like get off the stage.
Because we've talked about this, like, this is like a different environment than a stand-up comedy club where everybody's attention.
Yes.
You're fighting. You're fucking... Once you get up there, you're fighting everybody. You're fighting the background where it's like... Behind you is traffic going on. You're fighting all the servers who are like walking around. The lights are up.
Yeah.
And that's not very good for my brand of comedy. I think I need there are some comics that like really like like do wordplay or like making the joke about them. There's nuance.
Yeah. You need a little bit of energy because it sort of feels like and because of the things that move, it feels like an outdoor venue, right? Mm-hmm. So you gotta kind of keep that in consideration. So when you're doing your jokes, you are fucking 100% doing it to the back of the fucking room to make sure that they fucking know.
Where there's also a bartender who's loudly shaking a cocktail. Like,
he said gook!
Well, that's actually good, though, because that means that he was paying attention to you.
That's true, but I don't like that he said that out loud.
Yeah, so the first 66 Laugh Market, as we're still trying to figure out like what the best practices are, the restaurant was totally open.
Yeah, it was open, but there are things we can mitigate sound-wise. We can have speakers, and we're taking care of it pretty much.
I don't think they need to know.
Yeah, this is very. Yeah, this is pretty.
It's like we're having a fucking meeting. Which are exhausting.
Yeah,
they always go way too long.
Yeah, this podcast is no longer like a comedy podcast or Vietnamese cultural information.
It's logistics.
Podcast. This is just. It's not even logistics. It's us getting it out.
we have talked about these things so many times already. No, but it just popped. It's fresh in our minds because we were just sent that mean review.
Yes.
So that was
I did not feel as much of a sting.
Whatever. He doesn't feel that much of a sting because he was one of the last 2 comedians allegedly.
We don't know for sure. We haven't asked. We should ask her. We should DM her.
I don't want to talk to this lady, man. She sounds exhausting.
Yeah.
That's a tough thing though, man. Is doing comedy for people who don't go see comedy often.
Yeah.
So their standard of quality is very high. Also, maybe our ticket prices are a little bit.
No, we're cutting down.
It says that post came up a week ago, so this was like maybe 2 or 3 weeks after the show was.
Dude, that means that
over.
They posted and she was like, "Oh man, that was a shitty time," and she had to say it, but she might have felt really bad. She might have felt really bad.
That's another thing about this. We're collaborating with a popular foodie group, the kinds of people who like to review restaurants.
Yes. So we gotta.
They're enthusiasts of that.
Yeah. Imagine fucking doing comedy for Asians, bro. Like
doing comedy for a bunch of Yelp reviewers.
Dude, because Asian people, they want the fucking best.
Yeah.
They want the fucking best all the time.
They're the kind of people who will look through at least 5 of the reviews before they decide to go eat somewhere.
Yes. Dude, you know how many Asian girls... This is a bit.
Okay.
This is fucking a bit.
Thanks for the warning.
Yeah. It's not a full bit yet, but it's definitely... I've done this premise before.
Well, this is going to be a great candidate for a little round of new choice.
Dude. You're mean.
I just like new choice.
Okay. Yo, you love improv. Every time you're sarcastic, you love improv.
New choice.
Oh, you like hurting me.
New choice.
Oh, you love your mom, but she doesn't love you back, and that's why you're mean to me.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, okay. All right.
That's one I'll settle on.
I forgot what I was going to say.
You were going to do a bit about Asian women, and it started off, you had a little bit of stank when you say Asian women. So
Asian women.
This is going to be nice.
They love reviewing things. On Yelp, Asian women love that shit, bro. Yeah. You know how many of my Asian female friends are Yelp Elite, bro? They're Yelp fucking Elite. I was at a restaurant, and we were waiting for a while, and I swear to God, my friend who's Yelp Elite, I'm not going to say this person's name, but they said... Don't they know who I fucking am?
Oh no!
I'm Yelp Elite.
That's the exact kind of person that South Park did that famous episode about.
Yeah, I'm just saying, and I love her, and I love them all to death, but they want the fucking best.
Don't they know who I am? Jesus, who are you? She just works some fucking HR job or some shit.
Oh, she's a great person. She's a great person, but
this is all she has, though. This is all she has.
Maybe, but she's a great person. But let me ask you this: was she one of the best last 2 comics at the 66 Laugh Market on March 10th, 2023?
No, I'm pretty sure that was me and Leslie. Yeah,
that's right. You two were great.
Yeah. Everybody else cringe.
And that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. So entitled.
That sucks.
Such opinion.
I remember when I was serving at this restaurant in Little Tokyo, and we were playing the Super Bowl. Which who goes to a fucking dim sum restaurant to watch the Super Bowl? This group of Asians came in, and they were like, "Yeah, let's watch the Super Bowl." We're like, "Yeah, sure." This was Ravens Niners.
Oh,
the Harbaugh Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Harbaugh, the lights went out.
And I was excited. Yeah. It was that one. And I was excited because I was like, "Oh, we're not even gonna work that much today. It's just I can just come in." So this group comes in, and we have 6 TVs around our spot.
Yeah.
And they chose the one that always turns off. We just had a TV that always turned off. And we told them, we're like, "Oh, sorry, this one always turns, but you can watch this other one, you can watch this other one." And they just decided that they liked this one. Uh-huh. And it kept turning off.
Yeah.
And so I was like, we don't know how to fix this. We're not Best Buy. We just have a defective TV.
Yeah.
And then so I would have to walk over and turn it back on for them every once in a while. And then one of the guys was like, "Hey, just to let you know, we're never coming back here again." What do you want, dude?
I'm Yelp Elite. Hope you know that I'm Yelp Elite, and we're never coming back here again.
Yelp Elite.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Bro, I would love for you to leave now so I can watch the rest of this shit.
Yeah. I don't remember who won the Super Bowl. I remember we lost, and I was done. I was I don't want to do this anymore.
Murderer Ray Lewis.
Yeah, he ran over someone or he killed someone.
I think he stabbed somebody.
Yeah,
and then his team took the blame.
Yeah, they ended up dying, but it wasn't him or whatever.
Somebody on his team took the blame.
Really?
The fault, yeah.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
What. Yeah, I'm going on record.
Yeah? You're calling out Ray Lewis?
Yeah.
Duh. We haven't done this shit in 3 weeks, and now you're gonna call a celebrity. This is a new segment. Celebrity call out.
Celebrity call out. Ray Lewis murdered a guy.
Ray Lewis, that's a big no-no in my books.
Yeah.
Yeah. Incredible football player, though.
You know what? Yeah, incredible football player, but his antics outside of football, cringe.
Honestly, Ray Lewis, we thought you were raised better. To kill? Oh, come on. It's so disappointing, really.
Man, he's gonna be so pissed when he sees this.
And that's been Celebrity Call Out.
And our last episode of the show.
Oh, we're never doing this again.
Yeah. Well, while you were over at Treefort, I got to work on my documentary.
Fred, how was your documentary? Yeah, are you wrapping that up, or what's the update?
I just told you I got to finish shooting it.
Okay.
We got to finish principal photography on it, and now I'm gonna work on editing it.
Dang.
I got to interview 2 of my family members, which we had been very excited about doing and very nervous about doing, because it should be the third act to the film that really like ties up the whole journey.
Yeah.
My sister was very nervous, but
what were her nerves about?
just about talking on camera. That's not something that she's used to. Mm-hmm. But one solution that I got to fixing my sister's addressing my sister's nervousness was and this is not a bit. I know we joked about this earlier, but I hired a makeup artist.
Not Raphael.
His name is Raphael.
No. Oh God damn it.
Yeah, no, he's great.
I should have said new choice.
And then, Donatello.
Yeah, that's a great name for a makeup artist.
Actually, yeah.
That's an incredible name, but only Donatello. No last name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need to. Yeah.
Donatello.
That's the first name.
Okay, so you had a makeup artist. This is serious.
Yeah, and so I got to interview my sister with like a fucking bunch of makeup on her face, which was funny, but I didn't make it funny. But it was just funny to see her like that.
Yeah.
And it put her at ease. Same thing with my mom. My mom also got the full makeup on.
Did she feel okay? She took it like does she know what she was getting into?
Yeah, she was totally. I mean, she went off. My mom went right into it. My mom lives in Silicon Valley, and that area specifically, I grew up. It was all white. And then in the 90s, like the Whole Foods turned into a 99 Ranch, and then a lot of Chinese, Southeast Asians as well, like moved in, Indians. So, but because of that like rapid cultural shift, there's a little bit of tension from like people who like lived there versus, I mean, most of the people that I grew up with that owned property there, or their families owned property, sold.
Oh, really?
At a huge profit.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
My mom's not going anywhere. Yeah. So she and then like other people had just like experiences like, and then a lot of like richer young people are moving in. And then people are like being like, you know, there's tension. People are upset when you park in front of somebody else's car. Anyways, I had to move because we were shooting the movie at my mom's house. I had to move the car from onto the street. Okay. And during a very intense session with my mom, we took a break. And I was like, man, I'm just gonna like walk around and like clear my head. And then so I walked and I saw my mom's car that I had moved. And then I was like, I'm just gonna move it closer to the house, just like do something, just like have a task that's not interviewing. And I get to the car, and then the guy who owns the house that I had parked in front of comes out. He's like, hey, you work at Apple? This old guy. And I'm like, what? He says, you don't. And he just starts cussing, like, you don't put your car here. You're blah, blah. And then I'm like, yo, get the fuck away from me. Like, we just start cussing at it, and then it quickly devolves into, fuck you, no, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And then I just get in my car. Because I was like, when he asked me, do you work at Apple? I was like, no, I live here. Yeah. But he didn't listen. He didn't process that. He was just like angry, just pure anger. And then I moved the car, and I yell back at him. I'm like, I live here. And he says, fuck you, fucking Chinese.
Oh, shit.
And then I have to walk back into my house and continue interviewing my mother.
Holy shit, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn. Did you tell your mom you were Chinese?
I didn't tell my mom what happened, but I told my sister. I was like, this
is fucking bullshit.
This fucking guy.
What'd she say?
She's like, he used to be really nice. I think he has dementia.
Really?
Yeah. Damn. Which he may, but okay, so now he's just like a monster.
Damn, I had a feeling dementia was racist, bro. I had a feeling that particular Alzheimer's also sounds a little racist, right? Dementia and Alzheimer's, they're in cahoots, dog.
Yeah. This guy was not white.
Oh shit!
So it would have I would have taken.
Was he Chinese?
I think I would have taken.
You didn't think he had dementia?
James Hong looking guy.
Fucking Chinese.
That's so funny. No, it didn't hurt that badly because he wasn't white. Then that's why I was just like, yeah, it's probably dementia, but still, like, I was thrown completely off, obviously.
Yeah.
And then I had to go back and have like the most compassionate conversation with my mother.
How'd the conversation go? How'd it go?
Oh, it was great. She was a total pro.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, so that's
awesome, man. Cheers to that, dude.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
What we were talking about?
I mean, I think we covered it.
No, something good.
What did everybody do in the break? What's going on in the future? 626 Laugh Market.
Yeah.
It's going to be a monthly show to the nice people in 626. There's no way that we're going to stop doing it, despite what you say, Ari.
Have we sold you on this show yet? It's a really fun show.
It's a blast.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I would be a little bit upset too if it took forever for me to get a drink because I like to drink when I go to comedy shows.
You like to drink before you go to comedy shows, and you like to drink sometimes after you go to comedy shows.
You know what? To enhance the experience, I just bring a flask.
This is the flask.
Don't wait for the service to come to you. Tip them well.
We're definitely selling Hennessy, dog. We could definitely sell the fuck out of Hennessy.
I know, dude. Just in Dixie cups.
Yeah.
That's the vibe of Embarrassed by Night.
Yeah. Oh, we should. You think they get mad if we sully their product with Dixie cups?
Of course. We can't do it at a place that's as fancy as 555. 555, not 555.
You don't have to hate on everything.
That was feedback, right? That was feedback that was provided to me. It's like, Fred didn't say the name of the restaurant correctly because I've never heard it said out loud.
We're 100% not putting this in.
It's a joy to work with these people.
You have to say this, but never show it to anybody for a long time. And as long as we have this show, or I think maybe I have this show.
Yeah, I'm so out the door. 1 foot out the door.
For as long as that's the show. Okay. But, I mean, you could have asked, all right? You could have double checked. Not that you should.
Yeah, that's true. I had a lot of stuff on my plate that day.
Yeah. We were running around doing all this shit. Yeah, it was we kind of worked a lot.
It's good. We're still getting better. Let's end it on this. What grade would you give us for a show of that price, caliber, location, amenities provided?
I would say I believe the show is worth $15.
Yeah.
With a 2-drink minimum, I could swing that. If on a date night, I could swing $15. Oh, I definitely could swing $15 and 2 drinks on a date night. If I'm like, if I just like recently got, laid off by Amazon, and I'm
New choice.
If I just recently got laid off by Apple.
New choice.
If I just recently got laid off by a small firm based in Wisconsin that's competing with Airbnb called the Cheese and Bee.
Nice. Hey, you can always get in touch with my small firm.
Yeah? What's your small firm?
My dick.
Oh, New choice.
My very lippy labia.
Definitely New choice.
Yeah, it's more of like a small flappy.
New choice. Same choice.
I don't think we're playing this game correctly. Anyways, stay tuned for the next episode of New Choice.
Whoa, we should be never doing that.
Premiering every week right after 66 Laugh Market, which goes on at 5:55 in Monterey Park. Is a brand new sports bar. It's a lot of fun, despite what we said.
No, we did not say anything. I clearly kept my mouth shut or open and laughing to hide my discomfort.
All sincerity, is a total blast. Please come through. Follow us on Embarrassed by Night.
Yeah.
And let's see. Is there any final thing?
We cannot leave that 5:55 shit in.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of editing that we need to do.
Okay. Let's start. So where were we?
So 5:55 Sports Bar in Lounge in Monterey Park, 555 North Atlantic Boulevard. Come check out our show, 626 Laugh Market. We got some of the best stand-up comedians and it doesn't even matter that they're all Asian.
Oh yeah.
It's just a nice little bonus.
Yeah. Do you hate Asian people?
No, I was just saying, and I had a joke about this, but it did not land. I was like, hey, if we did this show like even 10 years ago, like we would have had to call it fucking Chopstick Fortune Cookie Chuckle Fest or something crazy, but now we don't have to make a big deal about it. It's cool. It's just, they're all Asian. Okay, that's cool. 66. Good.
Oh yeah, that's a tough sell to the back of the room.
Oh yeah, I know. I mumbled that joke too. I mumbled it.
That's
I think
hilarious.
in the middle of that joke. No, that was in the middle of that joke. Somebody was like, "You need to turn it up louder." I watched the tape. It was that joke. I was like, "Hey, welcome to 66 Laugh Market. This is a lot of fun. It's all Asian cast." And like, "What? Huh?" And then I had to turn to the DAs, even though we showed up early to do sound check.
Yeah, you know what it is?
We
we have no idea how to do a sound check.
we have no idea. I remember that we were just doing bits. Because the restaurant was happening at the same time, so I was just like, "Hey, let's just have fun with this."
In retrospect, was a perfectly adequate place to actually check the sound.
Yeah. Yeah. We were just goofing off.
Yeah, we were dicking around like, yeah, I'm a comedian.
Hey, this is as loud as I get, or do I get louder? Who knows?
Have you heard of?
Stick around.
That was a great show.
What grade? I gave it a solid B. It was a solid B.
I think B is fair. I think B is fair. I think B minus B. Let me think.
You know I'm gonna say new choice regardless of what you say, right?
Oh no! All right, well, now that I know that, I think it's a B minus.
All right. Well, that's good. That's passing.
Yeah,
That's honor roll. That does it for our show. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.